everyone, I'm Juanita. Welcome to the Scientific Python interviews. Today we have Pamphile Roy. He's a software engineer at QuantSight. He's originally from Tahiti, French Polynesia, and he's currently living in Austria. He's a maintainer of SciPy, contributes to a few other Python packages, and is a referee for the Small Development Grants Committee of NonFocus. Hello, Pamphile. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, hi. Yeah, thank you for the nice introduction. Aside from that, I can say that before being a software engineer, I did some studies in aerospace engineering. And while doing that, I was getting a bit bored and wanted to try something new. And along the way, I discovered programming. And I guess that's how I hopped in the wagon of programming.
That's great. So how did you become a maintainer for SciPy? And what do you think was the greatest challenge?
So I was doing some programming during my internship. I discovered Python like that. That's what at Airbus. I had a great mentor there, Florian, who helped me a lot and taught me, not only Python, but what programming communities were. So that's how I discovered big names like Guido and things like that. And I just got hooked up with programming in general. And when I was doing my PhD, here I had to solve like other kind of real life problem, but also build my own library. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make something open source. So I made it open source, and along the way I had some fun doing so. And I told myself, okay, why not trying to do some contribution in big packages? And at the time, what I was doing was close to statistics and things like that. So I took a shot and did a few contribution in first stats models. It went well, and then I tried something bigger in SciPy. And in something like a year after starting contributing to SciPy, they offered me to be a maintainer, and that's how I joined basically.
Wow, that sounds great. So I said you also contributed to other Python packages. So can you tell us more about which are the other Python packages you contribute to, and how are they different from SciPy?
Yeah. So as I said, stats model, I started with this one. And also contribute to a lot of things like the web team that we're using to build the documentation, for instance. It's based on PyData Sphinx theme. And I'm trying to contribute here as well, some things. And basically what's different, I would say it's the way things are managed and how everybody's communicating and also contributing to this package. So you all the time have a difference in the way they're like the maintainers interact with each other, features are getting approved, vetted, and how you should contribute. And for me, that's the major difference. The coding part itself, as long as it's like the same language, it's going to be roughly the same from one package to another. So
makes sense. Okay, so you are also part of the Scientific Python project. So can you talk a bit about the work you have been doing in this project?
So I actually discovered this Scientific Python project while I was working on the theme for SciPy.org. So it's based on the theme, which is developed by the Scientific Python group. And so this Hugo theme. So it's very nice, very easy to use, and that's I saw that the team was very active, and so I wanted to fix things, to add some improvements, and I got really nice reply directly from Jared and Stefan, and they were very happy to see newcomers and new contributors on the project, and I saw that the project was very active, so that's how I joined. And here I was helping, and I'm still helping with the theme, and now the blogs. So because we launched recently the blog, and I'm trying to both write articles and also to review and look into how we present the blog itself, just the theme of the blog itself.
That's great. So what do you think this project is important, and how do you think it will affect the ecosystem?
So I think the Scientific Python project in its all, it's very important because a lot of maintainers are on board, and that's a way for everybody, all the maintainers of all these Python packages in this scientific Python ecosystem to have a way to interact with each other, because in the end, all our projects, they're tightly linked together, and when one big project like NumPy is making a structural decision, it has an impact on everybody. And the way it's usually done, it's like you have some mainly list and everybody is like talking on some mainly list, but if you're a maintainer of some other packages and you're not on the mainly list of NumPy, for instance, you're going to miss some things and maybe they're going to break on your package at some point. And so having a centralized place where we have a chance to discuss all of that together, I think it's very important. And we're trying to do it now with this. There's still a long way to go, and to have everybody on board, because some people are on board, but not entirely. It's like a halfway on board. And but I think it's very important for to move forward, to have a plan, basically.
Yeah, I think it's very nice to have like the whole community involved in the same like activities and the same projects, so that we can go like to the same path together.
Yeah, exactly. Not to duplicate efforts, basically, because we roughly face all the same issues, and we all the time say, okay, my use case is very different because I have this and this and this use case. But in the end, if you really look at it, we all have the same problem. It's not using the same names. We don't put the same labels on our problems, but we all have the same problems. It's like in science.
Okay, last question. Can you give some advice to someone that wants to contribute to the scientific Python ecosystem?
I would say be patient. That's the first thing which comes to mind. And I think that's one of the most important things, because when you're young, out of school or in grad school or whatever, you want to do big things, have impactful changes, merge and things like that. You want quick review of your peers. But the truth is that in such big project like NumPy, SciPy, or whatever, it takes time for people to just take the time to review your code or your proposal. These projects, they have a huge impacts downstream, and so if there is any API decisions to make, it has to be well thought through, and sometimes it just takes time to think about things. It's not just like a 2-second fix that you can apply. Even if for your use case or the thing you had in mind when making the contribution, you thought, oh, it's just a 2-line change. No, it's almost never a 2-line change. So be patient.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. When you wait, things will come along like in their own time.
And I mean, we're a community, so we need to discuss things, and it just, try to improve to work on your communication skills, and be kind to each other, and patient.
Yeah, and you'll get help along the way. Like that's
Exactly.
also great about the community. Okay, thank you so much for being with us today, and welcome everyone to the Scientific Python community.
Thank you.